So I've had a couple brides who have canceled recently, obviously because of COVID and the situation, that have asked me how could they do their own makeup. Obviously, they've scaled down their weddings, or they're just doing a city hall ceremony, and so they didn't want to hire a photographer, hair and makeup, the whole thing. So they asked me any tips on how to do it themselves. So I've already prepped my skin. I like to use Embry-Elise. You can see I use it a lot. I definitely use it on my clients because it is both a moisturizer and a primer. It kind of works as both. So I've already used that on my skin. I let it sink in a little bit. And then I'm gonna use my foundation. Now you can go as light or as heavy as you want. All right, now I am using Makeup Forever, their HD. I am very pink red, if you can't already tell. So I am R300. Base it on whatever foundation you've been using. If you need recommendations, let me know. So I'm gonna start with just the base. I'm using a beauty blender. I know some people like to use their fingers, and I cringe with that because obviously I do it on other people, and I know some people like that way it blends in, but you do you, whatever you're comfortable with. I personally don't use my fingers because I don't want the oils on my fingers to also get in my skin. Something I've been recently doing, I used to just do above my eyes first, but I actually have I used to also do my whole face with foundation. I go in between phases. Right now, my technique is doing everything but underneath my eye, because you'll see later I'm gonna clean that up. And so I am going to do most of my face right now. Now, if your wedding is coming up and it's in the fall, I am really working into my skin, because if you just kind of slather it all over, it will just kind of sit on top of the skin, especially in hot weather. So I'm working it in. I'm working with my sweat right now. And I'm just going to do a layer. And remember, you can always go back and do more. Something else I haven't been doing lately, I'm not putting foundation on my nose because I like my freckles. I don't really want those to go away, and I'm like super freckly right now. Yes, as if you've seen any of my other tutorials, I have a line of freckles right there, which is perfect place to have a line of freckles. So I do like to cover up my freckle mustache. If anyone else has a freckle mustache and can associate, give me a heads up, give me a high five there. But I'm not going to fully cover up. Again, I'm not doing anything under the eyes just yet. Just giving myself an even layer. This is for a natural bride. The bridal work I do, which you can check out at AAK Beauty Bridal or Amy Klewitz Beauty Bridal, is pretty natural. I like to enhance, obviously, your features, and I want you to look your best, but look like yourself. So that's always the main goal. All right. So I've covered my lids a bit. Now I'm just going to focus on the eyes. I'm going to put a little more foundation on that. I just realized I had a mirror set up, but I'm not using it. It's all right. These cameras are so good these days. I'm kind of get it going. Hi, guys. All right. So now I am using, I forget which one this is. I believe this is Posy by MAC. I've used it so many times I can't see the back. It's just a matte paint pot, and it's pretty much my skin tone. I'm using this as an eyeshadow base. This is really important to use if you're getting married and you want longevity. If, let's say, you're getting the city hall thing, but you're going to dinner after, especially in hot weather, you want a little bit of longevity with it. So I'm going to use an eyeshadow base. Again, this is just a matte cream. Yes, I'm using my fingers on my eyes. I know I just said I don't like to use that for foundation, but it's a little, obviously, different part of your face, so I like to work it in just a little bit. You can absolutely use a brush on this. Great. I'll let that dry a little bit. Okay, my favorite part, and this is what I have been that give me the idea to do this. I have been using this from Smashbox. I got it. It's one of the small ones, to-go thing, the to-go things you can get at Sephora. I'm pretty sure I bought it online during COVID. And this color is amazing. This is Road Trip. It looks good on a lot of different skin tones. If you are a darker skin tone, it just pops, really makes your eyes pop. This will give me just kind of a nice golden shimmery look. I have been using this all summer and I chronically get compliments on it. So you'll see as this goes on. So I'm doing, there's multiple techniques. I'm doing just the basics today. I'm doing my lid first, putting it on with a brush. Now I need the mirror, right? Can't see as great as this. So you'll see as it goes on, it's really pretty. I mean, ignore the lines right now, because obviously I'm still putting them on. But it is just the champagne golden. I really haven't fallen in love with a color this much in a long time. I'm not quite sure how that's showing up on camera, but in person it is very shimmery, but not in a glittery, obnoxious way. So as you can see, I kind of have that on my lids for right now. And then I am going in with a blender brush. And I'm just going to do the crease. I'm using this entire palette today, just so you know. So I'm going to do this, what is that one? Suede in my crease. It's just kind of a medium tone, just to blend that out. Now, when I've taught lessons, a lot of my clients are like, why doesn't it look the same when you do it? And I say, because you're not blending enough. So the most important thing to do is blend. Even if you think you haven't blended enough, keep blending. Like, you don't want to see, so you can see kind of the lines there. You don't want to see those. And so you want it to fade in there. Really, really blend. And if you feel like you've blended out the color, big deal. You can go back. You can go back and, keep working it. Again, it's an art. It's not a science. Maybe the chemistry is a science. But again, just doing kind of a natural look. If you have to do your own for your wedding, this is kind of a general wedding look I would do. I'm going to clean that up a little bit. It's a little uneven there. Also, I am doing, obviously for my eye shape, I can give you suggestions on other eye shapes. I have sort of a deep set eye. All right, working those lines. Also, I am not afraid to color without, color not between the lines. What's the saying? Color outside the lines. There we go. Little quarantine brain there. I don't care if I get fall away right there, because again, I didn't put anything underneath. All right, I should hurry up. I can get on talking about this. So I'm just using this medium color, again, which is in this entire palette. And now I'm gonna use the brown. So I'm sticking with natural colors. I'm sticking with champagnes. I'm sticking with browns, golds, which obviously I have brown eyes, so that does look good. We can kind of wear multiple colors. But if you have blue eyes, these colors are insane on you. These colors are going to look great on you. Again, I can't edit this, but you can see. So now I'm doing a medium color in the crease, so I'm darkening the crease a little bit. And I'm not going too far in. My eye shape, I kind of have a heavy brow line, so I'm just keeping it towards the outside, and this is just to apply the color. And then guess what? I'm gonna keep blending. Keep blending, and I'm not gonna be afraid to go outside the lines. I just want kind of a darker hue in the crease. If you're brand new to makeup, there's your lid, your crease, and then your outer crease. These are just basics. And that is for someone with my eye shape. Obviously, I will do a separate tutorial for someone with an Asian eye shape. Blending, blending, blending. All right. Now, sometimes I would do this part later, but just for the sake of seeing it, I'm going to do the darkest one in this. I'm sticking with the browns. That is baked clay. And I'm sticking to the outer V of my eye. And it looks like these are all really easy techniques you can do. on your own if you just want something natural. Message me if you got any questions. I love teaching makeup. Guess what I'm doing? I'm blending. More blending. Literally, that's like half of it. You apply the color and then you blend. Never do enough blending. Okay, so you kind of see my eye coming together here, right? I know it looks messy down there. Just got to learn to ignore that for right now because we will do a cleanup. So I just got a little bit on the outsides, as you can see, just to create some contrast. I might actually usually use a different color on this part. I'm going to use my brow line now, brow bone. Looks like someone has to pluck their eyebrows. Get them done. Just cleaning off a little bit. This is also part of the same palette. This is the Stargazing. And I'm going to put that a little bit, I'm going to put that on my brow bone. This is also going to soften slightly any of the lines at the top. So like, if that is not completely even, or you feel like you over blended, you can absolutely kind of even that out with this. This is pretty shimmery. I normally wouldn't do this shimmery on this part. But it's okay. Shows up on camera all right. Okay. Again, still looking messy underneath. So now I'm going to use a gel liner. So you can use whatever if you do use liner. This is Blacktracks from MAC. I know gel liner is hard to put on. I get this question a lot. I'm using, a liner brush. It's just practice. This is a lot of practice. And I actually find gel liner easier to put on than liquid. Some of the liquid stuff you're going to buy has, it comes from the dispenser and then you use it from the dispenser. And even that is even difficult for me. Obviously, I've done it a billion times, but if you're kind of a novice at this, don't worry. If you want a gel or liquid look, then try a paint pot, try gel, and try painting it on this way. I find this slightly easier and you can control it a little more. I'm just doing small strokes. And gauge this to the amount that you're comfortable with. I like to do a little cat eye. Because of my eye shape and my cheekbones, it sort of brings it out a little bit. See, I got a little wing there. I also like to do my inner lid, but that is completely up to you. Not a lot of people like their inner lid. They feel like it closes off their eye, which it can. It just gives a different look. So I'll let you compare when I do my other eye. It connects the eye a bit, so I like to do the outer corner. I'll try to get a little faster here. All right, let me do the other eye here. I start in the middle and do small strokes, small even strokes out so you don't get lumpy eyeliner. And giving myself a slight cat eye. I like this technique because it's easier to paint a cat eye, but again, you guys do what works for you. And your eye shape. Just painted myself a little cat eye there. Sorry, I'm coming out of the frame. Great. So you kind of see the difference. It just gives it a different look. This is with the inner lid. This is without. Obviously, I haven't cleaned up any of the eyeshadow under the eye. This gives it just a more smoldering, smoky look. I'm used to it. A lot of people, if you don't usually do your inner lid, I like to say wear it around the house and get used to it. That's also with red lips. If you're going to want to start suddenly wearing red lips, wear it around the house. Do like training wheel red lips, do training wheel inner lid. Because you really have to get used to seeing yourself with it. I am. So I'm gonna do it just a little bit. I'm also, because of my eye shape, if you've got kind of deep set eyes, I don't go all the way in. If you can see, I leave this part, or else then I feel like my eye is really closed in. But that's just preference. I'm also not doing anything underneath the lash line per se right now, which you can do that. All right. Now we are going to curl my lashes. I know these things look like little torture devices, but I've had a lot of clients, if they, hi guys, so many waves. I've had a lot of clients, if they actually have naturally long lashes, who never use one of these. If you have naturally long lashes, start using this. Another thing that takes practice, just do it really slow, get it close to your lash line. You won't rip it out if you're doing it yourself, I promise. Just I've done this a billion times. A few presses. Great. Then, so right now I'm using the makeup I have in front of me, but definitely use waterproof mascara. That is a staple of wedding hair and makeup. If this is mostly for if you're doing your own, because you've scaled down your wedding, just doing a quick recap. Use waterproof mascara. This is not waterproof, but just so you know. Actually, I'm gonna use my mirror a little bit here. I love mascara. I always say, if there was like a natural disaster, which not a pandemic, if there was like, something that you had to run out of the house, the zombie apocalypse, if you had to suddenly leave your house with 3 beauty products, it would probably be my eyeliner, my mascara, and my eyelash curler. Okay, trick of the trade. So you noticed before I didn't do any foundation or anything underneath my eyes yet, because I want to color outside the lines. It allows me to blend a little better. And so now I'm going to take a beauty wipe. This is just, I get the, get whatever beauty wipe works, beauty remover, makeup remover. And I'm going to go under and clean up. It's okay if I'm getting rid. This is also going to allow me to clean up a cat eye. So if you want to fake a cat eye, let's say I did my really bad, like a bad squiggly cat eye. This is going to allow me to clean that up. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to do this under both eyes. So it's a makeup remover wipe. Great. I've also extended my cat eye a little bit. I'm getting makeup all over me. All right. So from there, I've done my eye somewhat. It's pretty natural. I may go back and just put some accents on it, but you can see that color. Oh, that's a mascara there. Story of my life. That color is to die for. I never was really into eyebrows when I started doing makeup, but it's become so important because I feel slightly unfinished when it's not there. I'm just I'm not doing this full out right now. I can do a whole thing on just eyebrows. But again, for the natural person, I am just filling it in. Hi. And then you would brush these. Yeah. See, it makes a little bit of a difference. I now feel naked if I don't have eyebrows on. So I'm going to go in now with my concealer. I love NARS. This stuff is great. It stays on really well. And I'm going to go, I have a little bit of blue under there. And I make a little bit of a V. So depending on what your face shape is, I can do a whole tutorial on that too. I have pretty high cheekbones. So I like to highlight those. So I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, basically, with my concealer. So I'm cleaning up under the eye, and I am making a slight V so that it hits my cheekbone a bit. And so I'm easily highlighting. I know people don't quite understand if you don't wear a ton of makeup and you don't know highlighting, contouring. I can explain that later, but this is an easy way to do it. Be sure your concealer is close to the same color. especially if you're doing this because you don't want to look like a raccoon. That raccoon look. It's funny because when I was in makeup school many years ago, it was still sort of the school that you made it lighter, and that's still funny to me now because I'm like, why would you? It makes sense, but get something that's exactly your skin tone, because the pigment in this is going to cover up what needs to be covered up. It doesn't need to be lighter. And it looks like you've got a farmer's tan or was wearing sunglasses. All right, do a little more. Now you can see my cheekbones. So this is a, I believe, Anastasia contour. This is a cream contour. I'm gonna just do really lightly. I can explain the whole thing later, but the easiest thing is find your cheekbone and go right below it and go from the ear. And I'm blending it. So again, this is cream, blending it. The key with bridal makeup is also layering. So it's even if you're doing just a small city hall wedding, you want it to last all day. I mean, this doesn't even just bridal. This could this could be important for any day if you just want longevity. I like to layer. So layering can mean a number of things. Right now, I'm talking about layering a cream and layering a powder. You can also just layer a powder. So right now I'm using a cream. I'm gonna do like another layer of it here. Really simple contouring technique, drawing lines, and then blending. This is something else you can't do enough blending on, or else you look like you got punched in the face. What I was talking about before on layering. So now I'm gonna go over it with a powder. So this is gonna create great longevity. I use this in bridal all the time because you, on a normal basis, I see them in the morning and then they run off. Like, run, little one. They run off and I never see them for the rest of the day. And so this is also a MAC palette. This is the Light Medium Studio Fix. I like this palette. Personally for me, they have it in a number of different tones, skin tones. It works really well, and also I can, one-stop shop there. I can do some highlighting as well. So I am going to layer some powder. On top of my contouring. This is going to create, it also blends it a little more, gives it fills in any gaps, gives it a little bit of a diffused look. And I'm going to go really light on that for right now. So you can see my contouring's coming in. So same thing again, layer, layer, layer. If it's bridal, you're doing it on your own. I'm now going to use a cream blush. Cream blush from Milk, which I'm actually really liking. I'm gonna smile, just get a little bit of my cheekbones. Hi, Allie. How you doing? I love all your Instagram stuff, by the way. So I am just blending this in really lightly. It's all good. It's all good. I autocorrect my own name. You guys should check out Allie Berlin. She's an awesome model. I worked with her a while ago on a fitness thing. She was one of the coolest people. Allie, we should work together again. Okay, so if you're just checking in, this is for brides who have their wedding. I know I've repeated myself a million times. Brides who had their wedding canceled, and you have to do your own makeup. So I am on the second round of this, on the layer of this. I will hurry this up because you guys want to sit here and watch me put on makeup all day. All right, I'm layering blush, and I am heading back, and I am combining it with my contouring there. Find the colors that work for you. I am layering again, so there's longevity to it. If you have a wedding for the rest of the day, or you have a party or anything like that. I'm also just creating a little more of a cheekbone there for anything that didn't blend. Again, with cheeks, can't blend enough. I sometimes go too light on the cheek, to be honest. I've had clients be like, no, give me more. I feel like there's nothing on my face. I'd rather not look like a clown first, because I can always add. Almost lost my mirror there. All right, that's fine. You guys get the idea. That's fine for me for right now. And then my chin has a tendency to get red. So I'm actually going to go back in there. A little bit of foundation. Or I'm just sweating it a little bit off right now because it's a billion degrees. I'm sure you've like watched my hair deflate in the past hour or however long I've been doing this. All right, then I'm gonna do just a little bit of spot touch-ups, then a lip, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I might add a little more. You just want the lines to be soft. Again, obsessed with this color from Smashbox right now that is on my lid. This is just a pretty natural look for brides who, have to do their own. They want to do their own. They've scaled down their weddings. If you have any questions, definitely call me. Definitely reach out to me. Let me know. Obviously, just working with my face shape and my skin tone right now. Hi. All right, now I'm gonna do a little bit of a lip. This is Makeup Forever, whatever walnut. I never knew the name of this and I use this all the time. All right, gonna line my lips first. I moisturized my lips before this. This is a great color. Jade, if you're still on, Twig by MAC. I used to be obsessed with. I'm not sure if they still actually carry it, but it's very close to this. I have chronically used Twig by MAC many times. Now, I have a scar right there, which is a funny story. I was on a dance floor and my best friend at the time was dancing very wildly and punched me in the face by accident, of course. And I have a scar there. So just gonna line my lips. This color is great if you don't wear lipstick. I am not a huge lipstick person myself. I obviously put it on a lot of my clients who are. And I do have a lot of clients who just are like, I don't like product on my lips. There's many ways around that. You can create a color just with lip liner. And hi, Mish Beauty, that's okay. And so, yes, it is Jay just said it's such an iconic color, and they still make it. MAC still makes it. I need to go buy it. I used to buy that chronically. And it is a perfect color for people who don't usually wear lipstick because it is lip color. And so I'm actually going to go over this with a butter gloss. This is from NYX. I love these because it's like lip balm, but a gloss, but it's not as sticky as a gloss and it's not obnoxious. Sometimes gloss, I'm like, I have leaves sticking to my face when I walk down the street or I'm on the subway. All right. Again, these are my own personal products, so I'm using these on myself. I may go back and line up a little bit, but you can see it's just a really natural color. This is great for bridal. I use this color all the time, anything close to this. So that's about it. Geez, how could I forget? You got to powder yourself, especially because I've sweat through this entire tutorial. Third powder brush. This is the Makeup Forever translucent. So if your wedding is anytime in the summer or fall, or you have pretty oily skin, you can see, I wanted to leave my freckles out because I love them, but I still don't want them to be shiny. And photos, especially for weddings, weddings are this weird medium where people are seeing you in person, but you also want to look good for camera. So you don't want to look like, a fashion editorial shoot. But you also don't want to look like you have nothing on, or else it's not going to show up on camera. So you want to go somewhere in between. You want to go a little more than what you're comfortable with, but within the realm, within the realm of feeling comfortable. I also forgot to layer my highlighter. So I'm going to go back in and do that really quickly using a quick, just on my cheekbones there. I'm also killing two birds with one stone. If I wanted the glowy, dewy look, it's a whole other thing. I'll do a different tutorial on that. But this, because I'm sweating right now, because it's really hot out, my air conditioner isn't working. You can see my hair frozen up. I'm going to use a little bit of powder just on my T-zone because I have combination skin. All right. So I just wanted to give some quick tips on that. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I am happy to help out and suggest some products. If you have questions on face shape or eye shape or anything like that, definitely hit me up. Hi, Cynthia. And so, yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love all the love right now. Check out, I'll do some more lives since obviously we're still sort of in quarantine in New York. And just a recap, this was for a bridal who had a lot of clients who had to reschedule their weddings and just did smaller ones on their own and wanted to do their own makeup and needed some tips. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. Thank you.